Everyone, so today we shall start a new subject, that is MSc Computer Science second semester subject, that is linear algebra. So in the linear algebra we shall study some basic concepts initially. So first thing, what is vector? Vector is nothing but it is a physical quantity which has both magnitude as well as direction, and that is represented like this, vector. So this is the representation of a vector. Next, linear combination. What is linear combination? See, let us consider two vectors v and w. Okay. Now, multiply these two vectors with numbers. Let it be c and d. Okay. What are c and d? These are numbers. V and w are the vectors. Now, multiply these numbers with the vectors. What they become? This becomes CV and this becomes DW. Now, add these two. That becomes CV plus DW. And this is called as the linear combination. So, what is linear combination? If there are two vectors, V and W, they are multiplied with some numbers. Okay, then after multiplication add those two, then whatever we get is called as linear combination. Now let us consider one example for this. Let V is 1 1 and W is 2 3. Okay, so now CV. Okay, now what is linear combination? CV plus DW, that is equal to C into, what is V? 1 1 plus D into, what is W? 2 3. Okay, so what is the answer here? We are getting, this is of course CC, and here we are getting 2D and 3D. Okay, when you add, you will get C plus 2D and C plus 3D. So this is the linear combination. If, okay, so if C is equal to D is equal to 1, in that case, what will be the answer here? C is 1 plus 2 into 1 is 2. So 1 plus 2 is 3. Therefore, the linear combination CV plus DW is equal to 3, 3. So this is the meaning of the linear combination. Okay, next, length and dot product. So now, what is length and what is dot product of vectors? See, first let us consider the dot product. Consider there are two vectors, again V and W. Okay, so V is nothing but vectors V1, V2. These are the elements of the vector V, and similarly W is W1 and W2, the elements of the vector W. Now the dot product will be V dot W, that is equal to multiply the corresponding elements of both the vectors, that is V1 W1, V1 into W1 plus next corresponding elements V2 and W2. So V2 into W2. This is called as dot product. For example, V is 3, 4 and W is 4, 5. We can write vector like this, or V is 3, 4, W is 4, 5. We can write in this way also. Now, what is the dot product V into W? That is equal to multiplication of corresponding elements. So that is 3 into 4 plus 4 into 5. So that is 12 plus 20. That is equal to what? 32. Next is, what is length? See, the length of a vector is represented like this. So this is the symbol of length of a vector. So that is always equal to under root square of all the elements, v1 square, v2 square, v3 square, and so on up to vn square. Okay. For example, let us consider the same example here. V is 3, 4. Then it will be the length is under root square of both elements 3 square plus 4 square. That is 9 plus 16 under root 25. Therefore, it is 5. So the length of this vector is 5. So this is about length and the dot product. Next, unit vector. Unit vector means if the magnitude of a vector is 1. What is unit vector? The magnitude of the vector is 1, then it is called as unit vector. So that is nothing but what? Length, of course. See here, for example, a unit vector V is equal to 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2. These are the elements. Okay. Now, how do you find out the magnitude of the length? That is the length of the vector is equal to under root square of all these. 1 by 4, 1 by 4, 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4. That would be LCM is 4, and this becomes what? 1. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, that is 4. Get cancelled. Under root 1 is nothing but 1. So here, when the length or the magnitude of a vector is 1, then it is called as unit vector.